Hello, the date is July the 15th, 2026, and I want to talk about the cardinal signs, right? In astrology, you have the 12 signs of the zodiac are divided into three what's called energies, as well as elements, but that's a separate issue. So, in terms of the energies, you have cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So the cardinal signs are Cancer, Capricorn, Libra and Aries. Then you got the fixed, which are Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio. And then you've got mutable, which is Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius and Gemini. So the issue with the cardinal signs is it's about energy expressed outwards. Mutable is energy inwards, and this is kind of mirrored in physics. So in chemistry and physics, you have exothermic reactions which produce heat, produce energy. Then you have endothermic ones that absorb energy. So this is where we see, spirituality merging with science, because it's all one, it's all part of nature. So with cardinal, it's all about kind of, the people born under a cardinal sign are usually proactive. They tend to be doers, and they kind of got to get up and go. Now the mutable signs, they're all kind of, because they absorb energy, they pick up information very easily, which makes them intelligent, which is why I believe that the mutable signs are probably the most intelligent signs of the zodiac. And then fixed, well, they're somewhere in the middle. But with the fixed signs, they've all got one thing in common, which is that they have a tendency to be stubborn. So often you meet that co-worker or that partner or that friend who appears to dig the heels in for no other reason than just to dig the heels in. There's no logic to it. They're probably a fixed sign. Now, the other thing that I've noticed is when the sun enters a cardinal sign, this is a time for new beginnings. It's almost as if the climate that's created by that actually stirs things up and creates new beginnings. So more often, you tend to find more often than should be the average, people move into houses during a cardinal sign. For example, I moved into the house that I bought 12 years ago on April the 4th, which is in the sign of Aries, which is a cardinal sign. A friend of mine, basically every time she's moved, it's been in a cardinal sign like Capricorn or Cancer. My ex-partner, she moved house twice during the time that I knew her, and both times it was in July during the sign of Cancer, another cardinal sign. Also, often your relationships start during a cardinal sign, and things change, even trivial stuff. Like, for example, fate will engineer it so that, it's happened to me before. I lost a mobile phone, like it fell off. I left it on my car roof, forgot all about it because I was busy talking to a woman at the time, and then drove off, and it ended up, when I came back and realised what happened, it had been smashed in the road, so I had to get one quick, and that was the day before my birthday in the sign of Aries, cardinal sign. So even little things, you get new houses, new mobile phone, new car, often in the sign of a cardinal sign. Now, obviously, you're probably going to say, well, yeah, but you're just cherry picking. Well, no, because it happens more often, as I say, than what it should do. So, otherwise, it should be randomly distributed. You know, you've got like a 33% chance of something new happening in either cardinal, fixed, or mutable. But it's, you know, it seems to be happening. It seems to happen more often than not, as I say. So that's the thing I've noticed. I've not noticed any events particularly occurring in cardinal, fixed and mutable signs, but yeah, definitely cardinal sign is a time for change, a time for new beginnings, particularly Aries, because that's at the beginning of the zodiac year. So again, often a time for new beginnings. So if your kind of life's in the doldrums and it seems like it's not going anywhere, nothing's happening, usually the time when things will change and things will switch up is when the sun is in the cardinal. So there you go. That's pretty much what I can say about the energies. But yeah, this has deeper esoteric meaning, and as I say, it is tied in with physics and chemistry. Similarly, in physics, you have a positive Earth and a negative. So again, represents those kind of energies. So that's probably all I can really say on that. So thanks for watching.